We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's time for Dodger Baseball. Next. Dennis Santana, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping in, Eddie James, who watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs.
At the plate, Eddie James. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Eddie James.
From the belt, the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Bleday is going to have room out there as he puts this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th.
Fresh coffee, too, for you.
Keibert Ruiz will dig into the plate.
Keibert Ruiz.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that's lifted the other way out to left. James comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate of this guy bats from. He hits.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second home run of the game, and it stakes the Diamondbacks to a 4-2 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in, Eddie James. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today.
Let's go. Give it a ride here. Let's go.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Come on, big dog.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Josh Naylor, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping into the box, Keston Hiura, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90
There's
feet
coffee
away.
out here for you if you want coffee.
The
There's
2-2
coffee.
pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Wilson is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. Still down a run. It's 5-4.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Los Angeles jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Brian Peterson earns the victory, his 11th in relief this year. Dustin May closes the door for the save, his 42nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 7 runs on 12 hits.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Major League Baseball on The Show is next. John Duplantier, the Delaware-born hurler, gets the call to start here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, when you dive into the numbers with this guy, he's a pretty good strikeout pitcher, just under 9 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So I would expect him to punch out quite a few guys in this one here today.
Stepping up now, Eddie James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay throw, and he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity.
Runners on the move for second. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Posey has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for round number 2. On to first, and they get the double play. Now in the box, Eddie James. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder, Eddie James.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Diamondbacks have stretched their lead now to 4-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Ciani at second. Ramos is over at first with 1 away.
See it up, drive it like you can. Let's go.
Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play. So coming to the plate, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Eddie James will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Out in front of it, strike 1.
What are you doing? Thanks.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Clutch up for us.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Line towards center field. Bishop is there. 2 gone. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, J.J. Bleday.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft one.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8-3 is today's final. The D-backs, with their 95th win, tops in the division. Thomas Helland records win number 16 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. John Duplantier
What are you crying
out
about?
of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for
I'll trade you.
Dan Plesac.
I get my fucking hit from my hip down to my fucking knee.
You've been watching
That's my
MLB
knee.
The Show.
Is that how you
For
feel
more,
when
make
you
your
walk?
way over to theshownation.com.
You want to sit there and fucking whine? I'll give you something to whine about.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Diamondbacks, 8 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Jose Urquidy gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Digging in now, Eddie James. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club
Do you
the
need more
baseball
tobacco
at
over there,
an
Mike?
alarming rate. And
Do you
Arizona
need more
moves out in
tobacco
front
over
now
there?
2-0.
I guess
Why
the
don't you have
pitchers
to say
haven't been
something?
talking in the dugout.
Say
because it
using
looks
dust
like
and
they
shit like
know
you've been
nothing
doing.
about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Bring it over here.
New inning set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eddie James.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Come on, kid.
The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Up next for Arizona, Eddie James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Ready once again, Josh Naylor.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Make it 9-0.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
Striding in once again, J.J. Bleday. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 22 on the year, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in this scene.
So striding forward now, Will Wilson.
Not shortstop, Will Wilson.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. James is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And the runner not tagging. Now at the plate, Cody Hosey. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Paolucci ranges back and he has it for out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Taylor Trammell. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. This one's flared out toward left. In comes the left fielder. And a reach here, but this gets past him. And this one could be trouble.
4.
And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 9-5. Eddie James will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Digging in, Josh Naylor. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And this will get taken in at first for the 2nd out of the inning. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Nothing for the Diamondbacks in their half of the 9th. Last chance coming up for the guys in blue. They'll need 2 to tie. It's a 9-7 ball game. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And set to go as the 3rd baseman, Cody Hosey.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season. And he's blown several saves up to this point.
Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Diamondbacks win for the 96th time, most in the division. Matt Manning records his 14th winning decision of the season. Jose Urquidy couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. Henry Horton records the save, his 34th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball.